second graders, it's time for word dictation. You need your pencil and paper for this part. So for today's word dictation, we're going to do all of this together. I'll be working it out up here on the board, and I want you working it out on your paper as I'm doing it. We'll start with the word sweat. Let's go ahead and sound that out. Fist up, and let's throw out those sounds. Sweat. A word like sweat, if you're not sure how to spell it, you've got to be really careful when spelling that word and stretch it out to make sure you're hearing all of those sounds. There's a consonant blend at the very beginning of sweat, and those letters blend together very quickly. So when we're spelling unknown words, it really helps to take those words, stretch them out to be sure you're hearing every sound in the word. So sweat has 4 sounds. Sweat. Listening to that word, I'm listening for the vowel, sweat. There's my vowel sound, that's short E, that's going to be spelled E-A. Now let's go back to the beginning. As I said, the beginning of this word, there's a consonant blend, su. We blend those sounds quickly together, but we can take those sounds and separate them into each individual sound. So that consonant blend, su, is separated into s. That's S-W. But when we read that, we blend those letters together, or those sounds together very quickly. Sweat, final sound T. So sweat is spelled S-W-E-A-T. Make sure you've written it out correctly on your paper. Our second word is the word breath. Let's sound that one out together. Fist up. Breath. 4 sounds in breath. Breath. Breath is a lot like sweat. If you notice when we sounded it out, breath, those first 2 sounds we said very quickly. It's that consonant blend. We blend those sounds very quickly, but we can still separate it and hear each sound. Brr. The first sound B is spelled with B. Second sound is spelled with R. Those blend together to say brr. What says E or E-A. We're spelling that S sound with E-A. And then your final sound, what makes that sound? Great, the consonant digraph T-H. T-H together, T-H works together to make one new sound, or th. Because these 2 letters work together to make one new sound, they go on one sound dash because they make just one sound. These letters, even if we say them quickly, brr, they still can be separated into each individual sound. So we just call that a blend because we blended the sounds together quickly. So the word breath is spelled B-R-E-A-T-H. Breath. Check that spelling, make sure you got it right. Remember, as we work through these words, if you make any errors, that is no big deal. Don't worry about erasing those. Draw a line so you can keep working. Make sure you write it correctly so you're getting that perfect practice with spelling the word. All right, word 3 for today is the word read, as in I read a great book this week. When we're talking about that version of the word read, we spell it R-E-A, and then that final sound D with the D. Read. All right, 4th word. Our 4th word today is the word weather. Say that word back to me. Weather. When I hear that word, I can tell there's going to be more than one syllable. Let's clap it out. Weather. 2 syllables. Now, when we come to a word like this, that's a bigger word, A really easy strategy to use for these unknown words that you're trying to figure out how to spell is just to break them down into smaller chunks to make them easier to work with. Those chunks are usually your syllables. So let's look at that first syllable, weather. Divide up your space on your paper. I divided up here on my board, and let's tackle that first syllable, weth. First sound in that first syllable is w, spelled with the W. Second sound in that first syllable, that short vowel E, we're spelling E-A. Last sound in that first syllable, th, is spelled with T-H. Good, that consonant digraph. Second syllable, just one sound. We hear that R-controlled syllable. That sound is spelled E-R. So weather is spelled W-E-A-T-H-E-R. All right, guys, last word for today is the word heavy. Say that word back with me. Heavy. That could tell us another bigger word. Maybe not so many letters, but definitely more than one syllable. Let's clap it out and listen. Heavy. Definitely two syllables. In the first syllable, I hear hev. Second syllable, I hear E. Let's divide up our paper. I'll divide up my board, and we'll tackle it one syllable at a time. First syllable, hev. Ev. I hear three sounds in the first syllable. H. E. Our short E sound spelled with E-A. V. Very good. V says V. Now we can move over to the last syllable. In that last syllable, we hear one sound, E, long E. Now, I believe it was just last week we did the crybaby rule. And if you think back to that crybaby rule gives us a rule for when to use Y to spell long I and when to use Y to spell long E. In the word cry, a one-syllable word, Y is used to spell long I at the end of a one-syllable word. In the word baby, a word with two syllables or a word with two or more syllables, Y is used to spell long E at the end of a word with two or more syllables. So in the word heavy, a word with two syllables, we hear E at the end of that second syllable. So according to that crybaby rule, I know that I'm going to spell that long E with the letter Y. So heavy is spelled H-E-A-V-Y. Go ahead and check your spellings. Make sure your spelling matches my spelling. And then, hey guys, that's it for day 1 of word study. I will see you back for day 2.